When you think of homeless, you don't necessarily think a child or like a youth. You think of like an adult or something. I was homeless from summer of 2012 till spring of 2013. And that was excruciating. I don't want to worry about where I'm going to lay next. I didn't tell any like relatives because the ones that knew didn't want to help out, and I don't necessarily beg because if you don't want to help me the first time you say no, I'm not going to waste my feelings. My friends went to their houses. They had family to come pick them up. It was just me on the bus or trying to knock on my family's door and see if they would open it to let me spend the night or sleep on the floor on the couch and everything is what hurt the most, because it's like you have the space, it's just you just don't want to help. I just sat on the bus stop and just cried myself to sleep. The way I was introduced to VFZ was kind of negatively, but it turned out positively. I was in class and I kind of got into an altercation with the younger girl, and I was sent to the office and they sent me to Violence Free Zone. And they basically sat us down and they basically told me that, of course, my actions weren't right. They're going to ask you your situation, what's up, what's wrong, and then they'll help you resolve it. And ever since then, I've just been tied to Violence Free Zone, especially Lulu. She's my favorite. Lulu, I call her my teddy bear. She is like the funniest, sweetest VFZ person I met. She knew that I was battling something emotionally, but that was at a time where I didn't really want to tell anybody yet. So it was around prom, and we were all getting ready. And then we were at this Running Rebels event for like prom. They were giving away dresses and makeovers. And I was like, Lulu, can you just help me out so I can get my makeup done for prom? I'm like, I really don't have it. I don't even have a place to stay tonight. So I was just like, I've been homeless since last year summer. So that's when she took me to the side and she made me tell her, which of course I was open and willing to tell her because I've been with her for so long. She tried to stop from crying. We're like her kids, so of course she wants us to tell her anything that's going wrong in our lives so she can, or help us find a good outcome to it. So she was just like, okay, I'm getting your cell phone number now and we're going to talk. It was great knowing that I can contact her outside of school, because it's like if I need you, if I just need somebody to talk to, somebody I can just rely on that to judge me. Violence Free Zone is like completely cool to our school because we all love them. They like liven up your spirit. It's always laughter in there. Like there's not one time where you could just walk in there and be mad the whole time. Somebody gonna make you laugh in there. We got to go to Indianapolis, Atlanta, Florida, all on like college tours for the seniors and the juniors. I left a folder on, like, we have this giant desk in the middle of the room. So Lulu, goofy butt, being nosy in a good way, she opened it and she read it. And she was like, Keshae, you didn't tell me that you got an award. You didn't tell me you got accepted to college. And I necessarily wasn't happy about it because I didn't really think that I had the drive or the motivation to go to an out-of-state college. I really didn't feel like it was nothing because of the situation that I was in. I didn't have a place to stay. I didn't have anybody to basically rely on. So I told her, she was all happy and she made me happy. She finally gave me like the realization that it's something important. So she put them up on the wall, the college acceptance wall. So in total, I was accepted to 5 colleges this year. And my top 2 choices, well, that I had to debate about, was Tuskegee University and the Xavier University of Louisiana. They signed me up the next week for Lissy's Place. They provide you with a house if you like coming out of a shelter, like a little apartment room. And I now stay there happily. So this is my room that I got thanks to Violence Free Zone. And the first time I got here, I literally opened the door and jumped on the bed like a big kid. It's just good to have a stable place where you can just sleep. I'm Cache. I'm 19 years old and I am a 2013 graduate of Pulaski High School.
This guy just sent a confirmation that he is given, cash in, a $12,000.
I feel humbled and thankful for all the help that Violence Free Zone has given to me. Without Violence Free Zone, I'd still be on the street and I wouldn't have graduated. I wouldn't have did half the stuff that I have done, like prom and everything. I just would have quit. Violence Free Zone has helped me cope a lot and helped me even get out of the situation. So I'm just grateful that they're there. And I know they didn't have to be there for me, but I'm really glad that they were.